Hi Aries, welcome back to Wandering Magic. These are going to be your career, money, finance messages, and it's going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This message is going to be fluid for the energy in the next 3 months. So that's going to be April, May, and June. If you didn't listen to your previous 3 months reading, I will link that somewhere in here in case you want to take a listen. We're going to start out with Kipper, and we're going to work our way into everything else. All right, so our Kipper messages, we have sudden wealth and unexpected income. Now, I know I said I was going to start with Kipper, but I actually want to back the truck up. Let's start actually with our Oracle message, and I'll tell you why. So, April, okay. Sorry. Your Oracle message is creative endeavor, and this is in reverse. My problem with this being in reverse is, to me, there is a loss of hope, maybe no motivation, feeling a little lost, concerned, but I feel like the concern is more because it's not going your way. And it has to do with something that you are passionate about, or something that you give a lot of your time and energy to, and you're starting to lose sight of that feeling. You're losing sight of the joy in it. It's kind of like when I don't know why this is, well, there's like two things coming to my head. You know how the idea of moving in with your best friend sounds like a good idea, but then when you actually do it, the odds of you still being friends at the end is just not likely, because you just kind of bump heads a lot and living together was not a good idea. It's kind of like that, where you have entered into something and it was like something that was like a hobby for you, and then you realize, like, I think I should have just left it as a hobby, because now that you're trying to make it into something that makes you money or gets you like into this career, I guess, it's taking the joy out of it a little bit. So there's kind of like, you just don't feel like motivated. You don't feel, you're just kind of starting to question everything. And I don't think that the answer is to turn this thing back into a hobby. I think that the answer lies in whatever you're doing requires revision and a pivot. So it's like you have the right idea, right? Because you want to do this thing that brings you joy every day, that gets you out of bed, that makes you want to, that's just gonna make you money. And you're gonna be like, I can't believe I'm getting paid for this. But the way that you're seeing it right now, that's not the way to go. You just need to figure out another way to do it. And the reason why I'm going back to Kipper now is to say this sudden wealth and unexpected income, it's exactly the energy that I'm getting. You were right to start this thing. You were right to take the job offer. You were right to want to pursue whatever that is, like whatever, fill in the blank. And the reason I'm saying that is because this unexpected income, it's like, I can't believe people want to pay me for this, right? So it can bring you the coin with this unexpected wealth, but it requires you, you know what it feels like? The energy is not consistent. And because of that inconsistency, that's where we're kind of blurring lines a little bit, I want to say. Let me say this, Aries. There is an eclipse coming up on 4/8. so April 8th, I don't know when you're going to be listening to this, but that's about taking bold beginnings. Use that energy, and hopefully you're listening to this in the beginning of the month. Use that energy and really make it work for you. So that energy is also can linger for 2 weeks, and it is in Aries. So let that be the motivation that you've been looking for. 419, there's going to be Venus moving into Taurus, which is bringing in financial gains and improving relationships. So if there was a business partner that you've been thinking about, maybe lean on them as well, call on them, see what they can do. Because what I'm getting is not only are you going to get the coin, if you need to take out loans and things like that, like go ahead, because I feel like it's just going to come back to you in a way. Like you might even be getting out loans and things, and someone might even donate money to your cause just because they love what it is that you're doing and pursuing, and they want to support. And this could be like from, a anonymous financial source, or it could be from someone in your life that just kind of wants to throw you a bone, like let me just help you out really quick because this is I believe in you kind of thing. But I do see that this is and it can work for you. However, right? What's with the however? I know. Your tarot messages. You have the Four of Swords, the Fool card, and the Three of Cups in reverse. Let me say, if I haven't said this already, Aries, this is totally up to you. It can honestly go one way or the other. And the reason I say that is because there's this like duality happening where if you continue to give it the energy of like unmotivated, pessimistic, that's exactly what's going to happen. But if you really embrace the energy that's coming in these next couple months, it's going to be so rewarding, because here you are sitting like kind of giving up, like I don't want to do this right now, I need a break, I want to go on vacation kind of thing. Like you're just sitting there, and you're just not sure what it is that you want to do. May comes a time to unbury your fears because of the Pluto going retrograde, and that's going to go retrograde from May 6th to October 16th. And so that's where you really start to uncover and unbury those fears. And that's where the Fool card, that energy is encouraging you to take that leap, to take that jump, to say, okay, I'm gonna do this. So it might take you April to really get off of your ass and try to do something and propel you forward into this and kind of reignite a spark that it seems to be fizzling down or fizzling away. What this is going to involve is you really just hustling. It's going to require the ultimate hustle. This is sacrificing time away from friends, sometimes missing out on events. You don't have to miss out on everything, but what I'm saying is if you get too wrapped up in all that excitement and everything going on, you start to lose focus and sight of what it is that you want, the creative endeavor that it is that you want to, that you see for yourself. So again, it really is up to you to decide if this is what you want to do. How are you going to move forward? How are you going to pull yourself out of this rut and really bask in this energy? With the Ace of Swords in reverse, I feel like this is your warning. Start to get motivated now. And here's the Sun card saying, start to get excited. With the Judgment card in reverse here, I feel that you don't need to make any decisions right now, at least in the earlier part of these next couple months, because this is really getting strategic. Remember, we talked about pivoting and maybe looking at something a little bit different, or doing something a little bit different than you already were, because that's that's not working. It's like you tried it, you gotta try something else. This can work. I'm getting tune into spirit. Really listen to the voice that's in you. Watch your scrolling. I just saw someone like doom scrolling. Watch your scrolling and watch how you're comparing yourself to others as well. I'm really getting this strong urge to tell you to just really tune in to you, really tap into you, figure out what it is that you want for yourself. Your pursuits are about passion, not about logic, and in that you have to be very creative. You gotta move a little different than you are right now. You can change the energy, you can manipulate the energy. Work with that full moon, or the new moon rather, in Aries coming up. I'm looking at my calendar here. It doesn't have when the new moon is, but it's like toward the end of April. So yeah, is it the end of April? Let me look that up. Okay, it's April 17th. I was right. Really work that magic. Really do those manifestations. You know, Aries, you are the Emperor in tarot. And so that is the ultimate warrior energy. Really tap into that leadership. Really tap into that motivated piece of you, that part of you that comes so natural to you. And you will be successful. I just know. Your angel message is a year from now. And it doesn't mean like this time next year. It means by the end of the year. So I'm wondering what's happening like maybe in the next 3 months. Like that reading might guide you a little bit further. But it just seems like right now you're losing sight of what it is that you want. And your fairy message is have faith. Have faith. It says dawn always follows the darkness. Look at that. All right, Aries, watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus for any additional messages. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading, the information's down below, and I'll see you next time.